All right, enough about the garage, let's show you the bikes. So this is what I'm currently riding and what I plan on riding for the foreseeable future. I don't think I'm changing any bikes anytime soon, but if you know me, sometimes I do change out bikes, but we'll see. So the first bike on the list is the 2024 custom one-of-one Chromag Primer. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I would like to thank specifically Stowe Trails Partnership and Hitchhiker Bike Shop for building this. It was a raffle win. I submitted, you know, some raffle tickets and I got the call and it worked out pretty good. The bike is rad. It is really rad. Fully steel, got a 160 fork in the front. I did do a couple tweaks. I put a little bit higher rise bars on it. I did change the tires out to 2.6 inch tires, so that gives you a little bit more, like a better feel, because it is a hardtail and my ankles don't feel like they used to. So it takes a little bit of relief on that. It's all mechanical. I changed out the derailleur. It wasn't Axis, so I put a Eagle 90 mechanical system on. Just something I can just pull out if I just want to ride around local trails. I feel like having a hardtail in your quiver helps tremendously with bike skills. You choose a better line sometimes, and I feel like your balance and everything, everyone should, I believe, start on a hardtail. I love this bike. It's beautiful. I will never probably get rid of it. It's always gonna be in the quiver. So again, thanks to Stowe Trails and you know, Hitchhiker Bike Shop for getting this bike together. This is super rad. Next up, I got my 2023 Transition Smuggler. This is the do-it-all bike. And you know, you can take this anywhere. It's 130 millimeters of rear travel. I did upgrade the fork to a Fox 36. I had a 34 on there originally at 140 millimeters of travel. So I bumped the travel up to 150 just to make it more capable on descents. This thing climbs like a goat. And recently I just did a huge ride at Paint Mountain down at between North Carolina and Tennessee border. That was a great ride. We did 21 miles, 4,000 feet of elevation, and this thing did not quit. Full GX axis, also has some carbon one-up bars. Best part about this bike, we are one composite rims. They're laced up to the Project 321 hubs. Man, these rims, they stay true. They take a beating like you wouldn't believe. I rode it in Pisgah and just hit not the best line choices, but it still worked out and haven't had any issues. So this is the do-it-all bike in my quiver. Next up, my Propain Trickshot. This is my pump track bike. I really just bought this because it brings me back to my roots. A lot of people don't know this, but I rode BMX for 15 years when I was younger. Through my teens, all the way up into college. I did a lot of street riding. You know, I got away from riding bikes for a good 15 years after that. So I quit when I was like 20. And then I didn't pick mountain biking up until I was 36. This kind of reminds me and gives me that feeling. Bring this with my another bike. And if the trail network has a pump track, I can ride this on it. You know, again, it just brings me back to my past. And just a little bit bigger wheel size. So this is a 26-inch bike. You could use it for pump track or dirt jumps. All right, up next, this is my e-bike. People are gonna give me hate about it. And you know, it is what it is. It's the Trek 2023 Trek Fuel ExE. This bike's amazing. This is the bike I take for exploration. So if I have to, like, even if I'm out in the backcountry and I have to go back 10 miles because I took a wrong turn, you know, and sometimes I just want to ride from the house or I want to do a quick ride. This cuts my time in half because I just get more miles out of it. And don't get me wrong, I ride this bike just as much as my analog bikes. You know, it's not like, oh, I only ride my e-bike anymore or whatever. No, I probably ride my analog bikes more than this bike. But again, I get this out if I have short time or if I'm going somewhere new where I've never been and I want to get the whole trail network done. So this is the bike. And the last bike, this is my Rocky Mountain Slayer. This is a 2024 aluminum basic build. I think it's an A30. The reason I got this, there was two things. This was deep clearance. I think I paid just over $2 grand for this complete. And the other thing is I used to have a 2021 Rocky Mountain Slayer. That thing was excellent. I wanted to get that feeling back of that big 180 millimeter rear, 180 millimeter front, 29-inch wheels, bulldozing through the, Freeride, downhill. This is the park bike. Everything's pretty much stock. I did put a Manitou fork on the front, and then I also put a 7-speed DH kit on it. This thing's heavy. It's got DH casing tires. I'm not pedaling this. It's 180 millimeters of travel. I'm not doing single track with this bike. I have plenty of other bikes I can take that I can do single track. They're capable too. This thing's for the park.
You got it all day.
So it just gives you that confidence, that feeling on the trail where, you're safe. You're pretty safe for the most part, depending on how hard you want to push. I recommend this bike for anyone that wants to go to the park. You can actually run a dual crown fork on this bike and put a 200 mil in the front. It's very capable. It's got a lot of adjustments. The chainstays can stretch, whatever you want to do with it. Awesome. Love it. Perfect bike for the park. But here's the thing. I didn't show you all these bikes just to flex on you guys. I feel like this opens up what I'm about and what this channel is going to be about, because I'm showing you more than just the bikes, or the reason behind the bikes is really what makes it, my BMX days, being able to ride park, all that good stuff. Gives you a little bit more insight onto how I ride and what I'm riding. Each one of these bikes is a different mindset, right? The Primer keeps me honest. The Trickshot just brings me back to the days I fell in love with riding bikes. The Fuel ExE is for exploration, and the DH bike, the Rocky Mountain, is for just having fun. So for the past 5 years, I've been showing you guys trail networks, and that's not gonna change. I'm still gonna show you guys networks, but I'm not gonna go into too much detail into them. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more insight onto my life and how I decide what I'm gonna ride, where I'm gonna go, and the prep work behind it and everything that, consumes that. So if you're into that direction, stick around. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments, which one of these bikes would you ride? I have a ride plan for tomorrow morning. I just don't know which one I'm gonna pick.